YouTube? It's your boy D-Memphis XLR8 coming at you with the 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day for the 100 days we duel a different deck every day. Today we're taking a look at some anti-meta Kozmo, which is an old meta deck which I've converted into a kind of an anti-meta variant, where we're trying to swarm the board with some big old machines. We lock out our opponent's spells, we slow down their summons, etc., etc. We're going to have ourselves a good old fun time with this deck today. And a solemn shout out to our boy, TheShimario, who very much loves Cosmos. And I want everybody to give some respect to Shim in the chat, because recently a member of his family passed away. So today's episode is dedicated to him. I'll leave a link in the description to Shimario's YouTube channel. Go check him out. Give him some love in the comments. Go check out his channel, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show off Shim's favorite deck, and we're going to have ourselves a good time. Let's get going. Alright, our first opponent trying to go first with this deck. I know ya, my boy Shim, he in pain. But this deck, hopefully it'll make things just a wee bit better. So we're going to go first, and we're going to lock our opponent out of stuff and do stuff. That's what Cosmos are doing. Cosmos, very old meta deck. They used to be meta way back in the day. Then they had a card of theirs limited, and then they went off the grid for a while, but now they're at full power again. And honestly, they can still do some stuff. They got the inbuilt protection and floating and all that, so as soon as the dang YGO Pro loads, I can show that off. Alright, opening hand is tolerable. I've got my Wicked Witch, and I've got a Destroyer, and I've got Summon Limit and Teleport. I got things. The short answer is I've got stuff, okay? And that's really important. So, yeah, I don't care about your Master Rule. I'm going to stop your Master Rule. So, what I'm going to do is summon out my Kozmo Wicked Witch. This here is a monster, as you can tell. All the little Cosmos have an effect where you can banish them to summon a bigger Cosmo from your hand. And we've got Destroyer, who is the best of these monsters, because when he's summoned, I can pop a monster. It's pretty nice. So, we're just going to end our turn. We've got Summon Limit. This trap card says neither player can summon more than 2 times per turn. Our deck does not swarm all that much. We can. We have the option of swarming from time to time. And we do have, like, you know, Cyber Dragon Infinity and, like, Libe and junk. But, you know, if I get this up, we don't need that stuff. That's the options for when we don't have this stuff. So we'll see what our opponent's got. I mean, I've pretty much set up to stop whatever he's got. He's got Neo-Spacian boy. Alright, well, I'm going to be like Summon Limit boy. So, as soon as he summons whatever off this connector, he's not going to be able to summon anything else. He was probably going to go for, like, Isolde and all that nonsense. But luckily, that will no longer be applying. And, you know, I could use the Dolphin, you know, I could stop the Dolphin or whatever, but my Cosmo Destroyer is way bigger than him, and he is immediately surrendered. Yeah, that's what happens when you run into combo decks and you got a little summon limit. Well, I'll call that a win, but we'll do some bonus duels, of course, for our bro Shimario. So let's go for Duel 2 and find an opponent with a bit more spine to him. Alright, our second opponent's up against the Moblin. Interesting name. I actually finally got into playing Zelda Breath of the Wild. It's a fun game. Mostly been spending the whole time just wandering around and stuff, but you find some stuff wandering around in that game. There's just so much stuff in it. So, let's see what our opponent's going to be doing this duel. I don't know. I'm just hoping to go first. That's like I said, that's what I prefer to do with this deck. Start up, set up, see what my opponent can do. It's kind of what Cosmos specialize in. Opening hand. Well, I've got my planet, which is the thing I really wanted to do this episode, is just do Dark Planet, you know? It's like, yeah. Let's see. So first off, of course, we got our Pot of the Indulgence. Extra deck can be useful. I can use everything in it, but right now, I'd prefer other things. Go ahead and activate our field spell, the Kozmo Town. This card, I could use it to draw some more cards, but of course, yeah, no, Pot of Indulgence and all that. Or not Pot, yeah, Pot of Extravagance, not Indulgence. That's a different card altogether. Let's go ahead and summon out our Kozmo Wicked Witch. I don't have anything to summon off of her at the moment, but I can pay 1,000 to protect her for a turn. So that's certainly a thing I can do. The thing is about Dark Planet, he is our boss monster. But to summon him, you need to banish 10 stars or more worth of monsters. And so, the thing about how this, you know, what this guy does is you can banish Kozmos from the grave to negate spells. And that's kind of what I was hoping to do. This is why we have things like, you know, Buried from the Different Dimensions. Because you summon this out by banishing 2-3 monsters, and then you use Dark Planet, or you use the Burial to put them back in the grave, and then Dark Planet has his negations. And this works out fairly well. So, what are we up against? Deskbots? Deskbots. Deskbots indeed. Luckily, summon limit's going to be slowing him down quite a bit. I've seen Deskbots before. They can do some serious stuff. Luckily, the summon limit's going to be like, no. Unfortunately, he is playing pendulums, therefore, yes, is kind of a thing too. You know, that's kind of a thing he can do. Alright, emergency teleport. That'll be useful in the future, not right this minute. Let's go ahead and use our Kozmo Town's effect. As much as I want to just do this right now, it's not very viable. So I'm just going to put both my cards back and draw some more cards. Dark Planet. You flatter me. You flatter me so much. Alright. Well, let's just beat over one of these here Despot 008s. Might as well. I don't have a reason not to do it. It'll cost him a summon to summon this back. Therefore, it's a good thing to just beat into the Despot 008. End our turn. Eventually, I've got my emergency teleport. This is used to summon level 3 or lower psychics. And the psychic we want is Farm Girl. Because when Farm Girl battles, you know, it does some damage, I can pay 500 to search another Kozmo, i.e. I can get another Dark Planet, so I can summon Dark Planet. So, you understand the idea, is basically we're just trying to get out that Dark Planet. I just need monsters in the grave to make it really worth it. Alright, so now what do you got? You got nothing. This summon limit really locks down stuff. Kind of a thing. Alright, so now what we're going to do, go ahead and play Emergency Teleport. Gonna go ahead and get myself that Farm Girl. Don't know what my opponent's got set up. They're probably at least one negation. Oh, pardon me. Yeah. More than likely, one negation at minimum. So what we got our Farm Girl. We'll see what our opponent's got. So let's go ahead for battle phase. So I'm going to attack with my Kozmo Wicked Witch. That's step one. And the nice thing about Kozmos is you can banish them during the battle phase to use their effects. It's a nice little thing. I can just be like, special summon. I'm going to banish my Kozmo, bring out the Dark Lady. Our very own Darth Vader. Almost forgot the name for a second. But yeah, this is Darth Vader in woman form. So now we've got our Dark Lady. I'm going to attack it as 0-8, unless he's got some negation, which apparently I think he does. He's just waiting to use it on certain stuff. You know, Kozmos are a fairly well-known deck. People know that, like, Dark Destroyer and Dark Planet are the problematic ones. So, he's less likely to negate Dark Lady, more likely to negate Dark Destroyer. Ah, Lost Wind, you rat. I was going to use Farm Girl to search me some stuff, man. Well, that's unfortunate. But, Farm Girl is unfortunately going to be not getting us anything. But she will be going to the graveyard, and that's good too. Or no, she gets banished. That's fine too. Like I said, Burrow from the Different Dimensions. I'll get that stuff back into my graveyard. Dark Planet will negate the spells. That's the ideal situation we want to see happen. And now my opponent's board is cleared. I mean, he can summon multiple monsters, of course. But if he does that, he won't be able to summon anything else. And 0-8 only gets effects when he has Deskbots in the graveyard. So right now, it doesn't do anything. And I've got my lady, can negate a monster's effect by paying 1,000 life points. That's Kozmos, they're very negate heavy. On top of the protection, they have a lot of negation, which is one of the reasons they were meta back in the day. You know, just being able to summon out these big things that can, you know, can't be targeted by things. And they float. They also float. I mean, Dark Lady, she doesn't. She's kind of the middle ground monster lineup. You know, she can summon other monsters out. But she doesn't float into things. So, we'll see what our opponent's got. I mean, he can keep summoning this 0-8 as much as he wants. But eventually, I shall kick his butt. So now I've got Straw Man. Alright, here's where things get good. So what I can do with this straw man here is I can pay 500, and I can bring back a banished Kozmo. Sadly, its effects are negated, but I'm looking at the long run here. I'm just looking at the dang old long run, because I just need a monster that can beat over that Deskbot 08. If I can get over 08, I can start doing some damage, and that's what I want to do right now. You know, that's what I want to do. You know, my opponent, he's pretty much crippled by this. Even if he had like a handful of these Deskbots starting out, he would have been crippled by this. You know, because if I stop him from summoning multiple times, he's just not going to be able to do stuff. So now I can't summon myself, but this is fine. My farm girl is now in the grave where I wanted her. You know, that's another nice thing about Strawman. I can start, you know, recycling my monsters, bringing them back, and then putting them in the graveyard. It only cost me 500 life points. That's nothing. But now he's got 04. Well, this is fine. I mean, he's going to be able to, you know, he can try to attack me, but I got Dark Lady. And I can just negate 04's effect and all that. Normally, 04 is a really powerful, you know, comeback option for Cosmos. Or not Cosmos, but Deskbots. Because he can, you know, dump a Deskbot to make his monster bigger. And when this destroys a monster by battle, he can summon 2 from his different levels from hand or graveyard. Which he doesn't have at the moment, but he's mostly just having this as a wall for me. But I can get over that wall whenever I desire. Because again, I've got Dark Lady. Okay. So now he's got 08 back. He's really on the ropes, isn't he? I've seen Deskbots do some crazy stuff, and hey, the time is finally here. Hinga-dinga-durgan and all that good stuff. Got my Dark Planet. There you go. Finally, my boy has arrived. Ouch. It's a complete waste, I know, but I put up so much effort to get this thing out. I'm not going to allow him to solemn me. See, I knew he had at least one negation, so let's go ahead and pay 500. Bring back the Wicked Witch. The Wicked Witch of the West, some call her. Actually, I guess, in a sense, this one's the West, this one's the... Which one was the one that didn't get flattened by the house? I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen The Wizard of Oz. Was it the Wicked Witch of the East that got flattened by the house? I don't remember. Gosh darn it. I mean, they were twins or something, so it doesn't... I don't know. It's hard to tell. Regardless, there's a Wicked Witch. I'm going to put this in defense mode in case I need it. Let's go for the battle phase. Let's go ahead and attack over 08. Because I don't need him having 08 right now. Thank you very much. There you go. You're gone. Let's go ahead and attack with Dark Planet. Why not? You know, he's going to attempt to use 04's effect, but I'll just negate it with my Dark Lady. I mean, I don't think... Wait, what would he have to dump to match 4,000? It would have to be something like 0... I don't know if the 0... He had to dump at least a level 8 one. I forget exactly. Let's see... You have to dump 7 stars worth. Okay. So now we're just going to attack with our Dark Lady. And we're going to go ahead and say, I don't... Oh, Call by the Grave. I guess there's no real point to that, sadly. There's not really much of a point, if you know what I mean. He's got 75 life points left. Okay, so he was just trying to stop me from my spell negation, but unfortunately for him, he forgot that my Straw Man's going to make my Wicked Witch go to the graveyard anyway. So now I still have my spell negation. So this guy's pretty much done. I mean, he can summon at 08 again. And he's got all of one monster in the graveyard, so... Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dead. Pretty sure, unless I'm mistaken, he is a Kaputski. Unless this is a monster. Okay, it was 05. Target a spell trap, destroy it. Well, I really wish I had set this just to screw with him. Like, oh, you finally got rid of summon limit. Oh, I have another one. But no, I'll just negate that. That's fine. You know, he can pop my spells as much as he wants. He's probably not going to destroy Kozmo Town. Oh, he actually destroyed Kozmo Town. I don't know why he would do that, because that just lets me search out another Kozmo. No, the Cosmos don't care about their field spell. You can get destroyed as much as you want, because it's a free search. It's just such a good field spell, because most field spells for archetypes, you want to keep them around. But with Kozmo Town, it doesn't matter. Either way works. You know, it can get destroyed, it could get negated. doesn't really matter. You know, as long as you get at least one use off of it, it gets destroyed, you don't really care. You know, my opponent, he put up a good fight with his well, I guess a good fight is a relative term, you know. But at the same time, it's like, whatever. Let's see. Level 3 or higher Kozmo? Yes, sir. Let's go ahead and bring out Dark Destroyer as the meat on top of this cake. Don't tell me we don't put meat on cakes. Let's get rid of that 0-8. Don't need it on the board. And we'll beat over him with everything we've got. And that ought to be game, unless he's been hiding Mirror Force this whole time. That would be really mean if he's been hiding Mirror Force this whole time. So, there you go. A good duel against Deskbots. Like I said, this just completely ruined him. But, again, let's go ahead into the third duel and continue to find opponents that we can dunk on. Alrighty, third opponent. Let's see what we get this time. I mean, I'm going first. That's what I want to do. I want to just start off and go with all the Kozmo power that I can muster. Just look at them dang old sleeves. Look at that little mustache on that Strawman. It looks pretty good. I know, maybe I should have blown up Strawman a little bit more. But I wanted to show Farm Girl and Farm Girl's dog. Why is Farm Girl's dog not a monster in this game? I mean, Cosmos could use some legacy support too. I mean, they don't really need it, but they could use it. You know what I mean? So I've got a nice start 'em up hand. I want to summon Planet really bad, but summoning Farm Girl is a smarter move. At least we got Dark Planet in our hand. He's showing us his support. Plus, I've got Imperial Order, which is our other bit of spell negation. It costs us life points every turn, but it still negates all the spells. And I've got Summon Limit, so that's a thing. Alright, so he's got Time Thief, Windy Up Boy. Alright. Summon Limit. I'm just gonna Summon Limit right now and be like, yeah, if you were planning to do your Xyz plays, too bad. Too bad indeed. I mean, he's gonna get a Time Thief card. It could be any Time Thief card. But he needs an Xyz for that counter trap to work, and he cannot summon Xyz very easily now that I have Summon Limit. It would be actually rather difficult for him to exceed summon with this thing on the board. So we'll see what our opponent's got. I mean, he's going to be putting up them cards. And I'm immediately going to do this during the end phase, just in case these are solemns. Just in case. I'm going to be like, hello, I am the Dark Destroyer. Nice to meet you. I'm going to blow up that Time Thief Winder. That way he doesn't get to keep it. Very nice. Alrighty, so we are in a good spot right here. Kozmo Town, you say. I can definitely use that. I can use it for as long as it's usable. Let's go ahead and get back our Farm Girl. I just need to pay 300 life points. It's 100 times the level of the monster, and I can get back my Farm Girl. So now I'm going to go ahead and summon said Farm Girl, and I'm going to attack my opponent with everything I got. I'm going to be like, I attack with the Kozmo Dark Destroyer. Just going to attack with my big old boy. That's for sure. I mean, I say for sure. This could be a Mirror Force in here. Or, conversely, he could have Damage Juggler. Discard this card. Well, you freaking Karibo wannabe. You ain't no Karibo. That's for sure. Besides, if you were smart, you would have done that to Farm Girl. Because then I wouldn't have gotten a search. But you were a foolish fool. You just saw big numbers and were like, I don't want to hit with big numbers. But now you're going to get hit with bigger numbers. So now... Oh, it's a difficult thing, man. But I'm going to get Dark Planet. What can I say? Shim loves Dark Planet, and I am going to summon as many Dark Planets as I can, dang it. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and banish one Dark Planet, summon another Dark Planet. There you go. I've got the 4,000 beat stick on the board. He doesn't do anything else, but he's a 4,000 beat stick. And I'd say that's fairly impressive here, okay? I've got all my biggest big beaters. I mean, Farm Girl's technically not a big beater, but in this one instance, Farm Girl is a beat stick. Because she's one of the monsters you want to attack with the most. Because she lets you search. Alright, so he's going to be summoning out a or he's going to add a Hat Tricker. But so long as I've got Summon Limit, he can't be doing his stuff. He can't be Exceed playing junk. Although, yeah, My opponent has surrendered. He figured out that he made a mistake. He probably should have played this in his end phase, and then he could have, exceed played and at least done that. But as it stands, my opponent really didn't stand a chance when summon limit went up. Let's go ahead for duel number 4 now, and, we'll see how it happens. So far it's been a good day, but I want to see more of it. Alrighty, our 4th opponent. Let's see what we get this time around. So far, Kozmo's doing just fine. We'll see what we get. I mean, we don't get to pick this time, which is the sad thing. Like I said, Kozmos like to get to pick. We like to go first as often as humanly possible. It's just a nice thing to do. We're up against a newborn giraffe. Okay, I mean, you're a giraffe. Who cares? Giraffes are cool and all, but I mean, newborn giraffe. Newborn most animals are adorable. Giraffes, yeah, they're cute too, I suppose. I haven't really thought about it, but I guess. I mean, it's basically just a long-necked horse. So, it's just as cute as a newborn horse, just with a long neck. Alright, I'm talking too much about giraffes. Could YGO Pro please load? I don't know why it does this. It's very weird. You'd think that the devs would be working on this problem. This delay between the start of the duel and the end of the duel and all that. I kind of want it to just start like it used to do back in the day. Alright, there we go. Very nice. Okay. We are going first, and that's okay. Let's go ahead and start with our Pot of the Indulgence. I've got my tin can too. Very nice. Alright. Very nice start 'em up. Let's go ahead and summon out our tin can. And I kind of want to do Dark Planet, but at the same time, I think I need other things. Normally this would be the part where oh wait, I forgot, I can't draw the cards. Okay, that's fine. It's fine and dandy, because it's time for Tin Can. Reveal 3 Cosmos, my friend. Let's see, what do I want? Obviously a Dark Destroyer. I usually go for my 1 copy of Dark Eclipser. And let's get a Dark Planet out of the way. Let's see what happens. I'm just trying to get some stuff. I'd like to get my Dark Destroyer, obviously. And I did. Very nice. So now, if I do ever summon Planet, I'll have 2 spell negations. I've got Summon Limit. I can summon Dark Lady or Dark Destroyer at my leisure. Sounds pretty good to me. That's what I would call a fairly strong start. Cosmos don't need a lot to have a strong start, except they don't like getting Kaiju'd. It's kind of a thing we don't appreciate. So I'm going to hit him up with a summon limit. So if this is Crusadia, he's going to be crying like a wee little baby. Alright, so Fairy Tale Luna. Is this a Charmer deck, perhaps? Alright. He's just using Kaijus to rid me of my board and all my joy and happiness. Okay. Alright, so this is one of those decks where he just doesn't want me to be happy. Because he's got them dang Kaijus, which is a definite thing that Cosmos do not appreciate. Cosmos do not appreciate that doing, man. We don't appreciate that stuff. Alright. I mean, I could summon Dark Planet, but it would literally do me no good now, so let me think about this. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's start by deck thinning. Let's get ourselves another Cosmo Town. And okay. Let's go ahead and shuffle some of these cards back into our deck. I'll keep Strawman. Get rid of Dark Planet. Get rid of Dark Lady. Okay. I just want some extra stuff and some different things. Okay. That'll work just fine. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Summon out our Straw Boy. And we're going to attack with it. That's basically all we're going to do. Again, summon limits on the board. If it wasn't on the board, if I didn't have this up, I would be like, I'll play Teleport to bring out Farm Girl, attack with both, search with Farm Girl, summon 2 monsters and attack. So, right now, I'm just going to attack with my Strawman. I'm just going to be like, attack. It's just a 500 poke. It's not much, but it's a 500-point poke, Ah, he's going to try to compulse me. Well, then I might as well use Strawman, my dude. I'm just going to bring out my Dark Destroyer. Yes! His effect is not going to... Yeah, I'm not going to use his effect or anything. Because this, yeah, only destroys monsters. Yeah, it's a very obnoxious thing that he's got me in this loop with the fairy tale Luna. But if I can do more damage than he can recover from, I should be okay in theory. Because he has to use both of his summons to do that. That's the thing. You know, so long as I can keep doing damage in the interim, I should, in theory, be just fine. That is in theory. A Yu-Gi-Oh! Theory. He's gonna keep giving me these dang Kaijus. Question is he gonna go for Dogaran now, or is he gonna go for Luna? Okay. He went for Luna again. That way he gets to search out another 1850 monster, and he can bounce the Kaiju back to his hand. Okay. This is fine, like I said. Yeah, he can keep doing that as often as he wants, but I can still do the damage. And let me show you how we're going to do said damage. When I activate our emergency teleport, I'll save my extravagant pot for later. I just need Farm Girl out here. So, what we're going to do is battle with our Farm Girl. Attack. I'm going to pay some life points after I do damage to search out another Kozmo. Yeah, there we go. Do some damage. Now, Farm Girl, pay 500. And let's get another Farm... yes, another Farm Girl. That way, after he does the bouncy Kaiju thing again, I can have another Farm Girl in my hand to summon out. So let's go for Dark Lady. Yeah, this summon limit is definitely messing with this guy's strategy. You know, he was thinking he would just keep Kaijuing my stuff and bouncing it back. But thanks to summon limit, he can't do anything after that. Which is probably what this guy wants to do. Ouch. Well, there goes all the talk I was doing. All my talk was for naught. Alright. Get a banished card back. Let's get back our Straw Man. You know, I just feel like getting Straw Man back would be a good idea right now. Just because. Alright. Yep. Yep, indeed. Alright, your move, holy man. Your move. Let's see, Mr. Giraffe. You've been doing some stuff and things, man. Now you're one Kaiju down. So the question is, what exactly do you do without the Kaijus? What is your strategy? Because all I've seen is Luna and a bunch of Kaijus, so this Danger Jackalope is a new thing. Also, the fact that Tsuchinoko will summon itself means you can't do anything else this turn, because summon limit's on the board. See, this is why summon limit's such a strong anti-meta sort of card, because most, if not all, meta decks are all about swarming and stuff and building up these boards. So, the summon limit really screws with decks like that. I mean, he's got another Tsuchinoko. I don't know why he did it. I mean, he can't summon it. Thanks to my summon limit, he can't do it. All that's doing is making him discard stuff. I mean, yes, he can set a monster. That is true. That is the thing. Summon limit does not say anything about that, and my opponent has rage quit me. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, I was about to kick his butt with my Farm Girl and such, but he didn't want to do. He didn't want to do, man. That's just what happened. He did not want to do. So I'm going to count that as a win, at least as a moral win, if nothing else. But let's go for bonus duel. Maybe 2 bonus duels. We'll see how it goes. But for now, let's go for bonus duel number 1. Alrighty, our 5th opponent, the Kawaii Sadist. Please tell me you're playing Murphays and not Trickstars. Memphis does not care for Trickstars very much. It's not a deck I appreciate. No, sir. Alright, so far today's been good. We've got all the wins I could ever want on all the duels I hope that we needed, you know. I think we're doing good. Remember, I hope everybody who's made it this far made it sure to check out Shimario's channel. I haven't talked about it in a while. He's a gaming channel like I do, but he does different games. And so, you know, like I said, it would just be very nice if you guys could check out his channel. You know, check out a vid or 2 of his. Maybe drop a sub. Can we get him to 15 subscribers? His is a much smaller channel than mine. He's got 12. Can we get him to 15? That would make him and me happy. Alright, so the Pot of the Indulgence into King of the Swamp. Alright, so this is some version of Fusion playing. But he banished his extra deck, so I'm very curious as to what exactly he's up to. Ah. Okay, interesting. Well, that could be potentially not so good. Luckily, I've got Dark Planet, though, because he can't stop that. I mean, granted, he can summon stuff afterwards, but what can he do? Get rid of a couple cards, be like, hello, I am the Dark Planet. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, sir. Alright, let's go for our tin can. Yeah, I'm very surprised he actually still had the stuff to do all that with. Negate, destroy. Okay. Well, that's certainly a thing. I wish I had Dark Destroyer in my hand right now. That would have been very nice. As it stands, I'm just going to beat into Imperium Magnum here. I mean, I'm going to get a Dark Destroyer anyway. That's kind of what happens. Get me a Dark Destroyer, sir. And he gets stuff. Oh, it's only because of card effects. Oh my goodness, this poor fool. Well, he surrendered, so that technically counts as a win. I guess Tin Can was too intimidating for him. Let's go for another bonus duel, because that was way too short. Alrighty, sixth duel of the day. That last one was too short, folks. You know, I mean, granted, the guy was on the ropes right there. I guess nobody at Konami figured you could just beat over Imperium Magnum. You know, that's the thing. It's not something you would normally do to a monster like that, but, you know, we just had that opportunity and I took it. I just took that opportunity and I stuck with it, and yeah. So we'll see what this guy's got. Hopefully this guy will give us a better opponent. This guy will give us a better challenge, I should say. This challenging opponent will be a much better opponent. That's what I'm hoping, anyway. Alright, what do we got here? Well, again, Dark Planet is right there, and I've got Terraforming. So, it's a hand I can live with. I could really use Tin Can, though. I'd really like a Tin Can, you know what I mean? It's like, if I can get Tin Can, I can make this hand even better. So we'll see how it goes. You know, I'm going to go ahead and activate my Cosmotown. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Summon out Dark Planet off a Dark Planet. That's step number 1. Step number 2. Return Banished Cosmo. Yes, return a Banished Cosmo to my hand. It'll cost me 1,000 life points. But I'm going to shuffle all these back into my deck with my field spell so I can get new stuff. I'm going to put everything back into my deck. Come on, Tin Can. Well, I got all my lockdown cards, so that's something, I suppose. That is indeed a little something we've got, so I'm just going to end my turn. I think this might be the game right here. Because Imperial Order and Summon Limit on top of a Dark Planet, that's going to be a little tricky for a lot of decks to get over. I mean, granted, could be Kaijus, but if he's not running Kaijus, this ought to work. Because I can negate all the spells, including mine, but it's fine. You know, I'm going to be like, hello, I'm the Imperial Order. You are no longer allowed the spell cards. I mean, he can play them, but they won't do anything. That's the thing. You know, he can play his pendulum scales, but I don't care. I mean, DDDs is an archetype that really likes its pendulum scales. Go for Summon Limit. Just go for dang old Summon Limit on the DDDs. You know, once Master Rule 420 comes along, you're going to see a lot more of these DDD players. It's kind of a, you know, it's their time. Before Master Rule 4, DDDs were set to take over YouTube, or not YouTube, but Yu-Gi-Oh! At least for a little while. But then, obviously, the Master Rule came about, you know, you need this extra Monster Zone. They died for a long time, DDDs. They did get a Link, and the Link does work. But, you know, in the end of the day, they died for a while. They're not quite, you know, overpowering anymore. But they can still do stuff. It's the banish this card, blah, blah, blah. You've summoned another monster, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry, my lad. You can't do anything more. My opponent surrenders. Alright. Well, there you go. Again, this is just like the strong start we've got here. So that's pretty much why he just surrendered there. You know what? Let's do one more. No. No, no, never mind. Let's just go for the end screen. I think we've seen enough today. Alright, everybody, the anti-meta Cosmos did just fine and dandy today. We didn't fight any meta decks, which is sad, but, you know, in the end of the day, Cosmos, they do just fine. They can do their stuff. They're very good at negating stuff on their own, and adding other negations just makes them really mean, and that's what we like to do. So, I hope you guys very much enjoyed Cosmos. Remember to smash like on this video. Go check out Shimario's channel. Remember to drop him some respect down in the comments below. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. So until next time, your boy Memphis is signing off. And I'll see you next time. Take care.